What up, y'all? Terry Warfield. Hope you're having a good day so far. If this is your first time on my channel, welcome. I'm a filmmaker. I like making motivational videos, and I love talking about all things tech. So if you like that type of stuff, make sure you hit subscribe to the notification squad. Drop a hashtag up in here if you've been a comment. So we actually got some pretty major leaks on the Galaxy Note and also the Pixel 4. So I'll briefly kind of catch you up to speed if you haven't been paying attention. I'm very excited for the Note, man. Y'all know I'm a big Note fan. I always love Note phones. I always end up switching to a Galaxy S back to a Note just because I love the S Pen and all the little extra stuff that you get that really makes my life a little bit easier. So let me catch you up to speed on all of the leaks so far. Now please remember that these are not official. None of this stuff is official. This is all leaks so far, and I got bad memory, so I jotted them down. Apparently with the Note 10, there will be 4 different variants. There will be a regular size Note around 6.3 inches, and then a larger size Note 10 Pro around 6.75 inches. Now for me, I'm excited that they're actually giving us 2 different options because the Note is big enough already, and not everybody wants to carry around a 6.75 inch behemoth. So the next thing is there's supposed to be a 5G version of each as well as multiple colors. So the next thing is the design language has changed. So apparently there will be no more buttons, which I'm not really sure how I feel about that. Smaller bezels, punch hole camera right in the center, no more dual camera setup on the front. With that being said, I really hope they improve the software experience if they're only going with one lens. It's not like, even though as much as I love Samsung, it's not like the front 2 cameras on the S10 Plus, I should say, really did it any justice because I wasn't that impressed with the portrait. So let's hope they got the science figured out, right? So again, bigger screen, higher resolution, punch hole in the middle of the screen. Should have all the same stuff the Galaxy S10 has, so reverse wireless charging, you know, in-display fingerprint sensor. I am excited to know what's coming with the S Pen. I have saw some leaks about there possibly being this new thing where DeX is going completely wireless, and you can then use the S Pen to kind of manipulate wireless DeX or whatever it's called, a bunch of stuff, okay? Supposedly faster memory, faster storage, Snapdragon 855, I'm missing some stuff. Oh yeah, bigger battery. So now the 4500 milliamp is, we don't really know what variant that's gonna be. If I had to guess, it'll likely be the Note 10 Pro. And let's see if it's anything else I missed. We know that it will be more expensive. And the one thing that I do wanna talk about, and that's removal of the headphone jack. And I'm not gonna like harp on this, but I just wanna know, like, why? I just don't get it. I mean, I do get it, right? Removing a headphone jack allows more space for a bigger battery, and we still got to stuff the S Pen and stuff like that in there. But it's like Samsung, man. Y'all are the last of the dying breed when it comes to headphone jacks. People still appreciate having headphone jacks. I still appreciate having headphone jacks. Most people use Bluetooth, but do you know how good it is to have some type of redundant feature where I can plug in a pair of headphones? What if my Bluetooth headset dies? What if one of them is acting like crap? What if the microphone is horrible on my $30 pair of cheap Bluetooth headphones? Like, there's still a need for a headphone jack. And on top of that, for people who are, I won't say true audiophiles, because if you're a true audiophile, you're not listening to your audio from a cell phone. But for people who want higher quality audio, it's still no matching quality when it comes to a pair of wired headphones and Bluetooth. Yes, Bluetooth 5.0 has brought us closer, but it's still no match for an actual pair of wired headphones. So I'm just very disappointed, very disappointed that the headphone jack is disappearing. Like, I want the headphone jack, like the Pixel 3a. They put a headphone jack in there because it's important. I'm not sure if they were going to include it on the future phones, but this is the other thing that really upsets me about the headphone jack. Typically, every generation of flagship, when it comes to Samsung, has the previous generation stuff or lack of stuff, right? So that means if on the Note 10, they're taking the headphone jack out, you best believe on flagship phones going forward, like the S11, S12, none of them will have a headphone jack. And even the experimental phones like the A80 and the A9 and all that stuff, none of those have headphone jacks. So I'm pissed, to be honest with you, to see the headphone jack leaving. It's just something that I always knew Samsung wouldn't give in. There's got to be a way, like with the Note 9, to still give us everything we want without sacrificing the headphone jack, man. What a Ooh, what a bummer. Anyways, it's supposedly gonna be using the same sensors as the Galaxy S10, which I'm ready for them to move on. This is apparently the last generation of phones using the same sensor that they've been using for like the last 4 generations. But obviously they need to fix something, because with the Pixel phones, even the Pixel 3a, literally dragging every other phone across the floor when it comes to photo, not video, because the Pixel phones suck for video. They gotta do something. So hopefully new sensors will usher in better image quality and stuff like that from the Samsungs. And I'm not saying that they're terrible, but y'all already know how I feel. They should be better for as much money as we pay for the phone. But anyways, that's where we are with the Note 10. Now, Google, out of nowhere, posted a picture of the supposed real render of the Pixel 4. And I'm like, I don't know if it's a troll, because it looks strangely like the iPhone 11 that's coming. You know, the little square camera cutout in the upper left-hand corner. They only showed us the back of it, so we don't know what the front is gonna look like. Hopefully, from what I hear, the Pixel's supposed to be adding some new lenses, so more than one lens to the mix, which if they do that, then I'm just throwing it out there. That means it's game over from a still photography perspective for every other cell phone manufacturer out there. If they can kill it with one camera lens, imagine what they can do with a depth sensor or a time of flight sensor or something similar to that. So that's the first thing. These renders look good. And I mean, I get they're just renders, it's not official, we haven't seen the front, but it's also reported that the Pixel 4 XL will not have a notch, and both Pixel phones may have their Project Sony or whatever it's called, where it's supposed to be some type of radar detection that like analyzes the screen so that you can actually touch above and manipulate the screen, like some super duper weird artificial intelligence type stuff. The other thing that I did notice is from the renders that there was no rear fingerprint sensor, which is a first for Google Pixel phones. So we'll see where that goes, but I want to know what y'all think. I want to know what you think about the Samsung stuff and the Note 10, how you feel about the headphone jack being removed. And I also want to know if you thought that the Google Pixel 4 leaks today from Google, and this is from a Google, like the Made by Google official account. So it's not like a fake account. They could have got hacked, could have been a troll move, or it could be the actual real leak. Because every single year they come up with something like we left Pixel 3s in the taxi cab or whatever. This might be the real thing. What do you guys think? So I got to get out of here, man. I got to get some stuff ready for a trip I'm about to make tonight. But let me know what you think in the comments, man. I hope you enjoyed this video. Piece of chicken grease, Terry Warfield. Peace.